Nobuhle Phezulu featuring Claudio and Kenza. So when we had this one in studio, she brought me to tears. She's such a spiritual giant. And I don't think I was the only one feeling it, because people were saying, they sent through those voice notes that, yo, you're not crazy here.
Y'all really connected. Both of you were in tears and embracing one another.
We did. It was beautiful. So here we are embracing yet another giant of a woman, Olwethu Leshabane, a.k.a. Olwethu Lesh. She's a mom of 3 boys. We've touched on this, a speaker, an MC, a blogger, podcaster, as well as broadcaster. Invested in advertising as well. Absolutely. And Olwethu is also a maternal health and early childhood development advocate. Why so?
I think the foundation of everything that I do is centered around women. Anything that affects women, anything that is around women, which includes early child development, it includes maternal health. I mean, it stems from, my own perhaps struggles and my own experiences of birthing and raising children. These are such important pillars for me.
What kind of struggle did you have birthing or carrying your kids?
I
mean, the birthing struggle, Dineo, you would know.
I know. I nearly died once with one of my births. I was resuscitated, with my second child.
It's not as it seems, man. I think we make it look one way. We make it look like such a easy journey.
It's life and death.
It's life and death. You're literally straddling between life and death in birthing these humans and ensuring that they have the best early start to their lives. We take that so for granted. So I wanted to create a platform which the foundation of the platform is really around educating women of the choice, to whether it's a choice or you happen to have a child, what the struggles are, and also what the options are, and also being able to give resources to that milestone. That is whether you're carrying a child during your birthing of the child, because carrying a child doesn't necessarily mean you're going to birth a child.
100%.
Or you're going to have a child on the other side.
100%.
And also those early years, I'm very passionate about those. First 3 years of a child's life are extremely important to their foundation.
Yeah. So a mom of 3 doing amazing work, obviously that completely requires a hell of a lot of support, a solid support structure. Your husband is incredible.
Absolutely.
Love your marriage with your husband. Obviously, having known you guys personally and where you guys are from, to see you guys growing together is such a beautiful thing to watch. What role does hubby play in all of this? Because he seems really, really, truly supportive. And it doesn't seem like it's one of those things that is just done for, looks.
Yeah.
And it's quite deceiving. And back at the ranch, it's a mess. It really looks solid.
I mean, it is. It's so solid, I hired him. I was like, well, how about? Yeah, I mean, my husband is the biggest support for me. And number one, just kind of believing in me enough. He nudged me towards this journey and said, just do it. Just go ahead and do it. And also just, he's always that person that is encouraging me to take the steps. You think about and you overthink. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah, you are.
Some of the steps that you take and some of the moves that you want to make. I want perfection. He's just like, just start. Just go and start. And also just having him on my team, and just having him as not just a partner, business partner, but also just he's got an amazing brain. Anyone that has met my husband will tell you he's one of the best
super
CAs. On this continent, not even this country. So
he is. He's super organized intellectually.
I've got a good one on my team.
You do.
So you hired him in what capacity?
He's the head of operations in my company.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
That's so beautiful.
So you're one of those businessmen and women who have really tapped into the digital space, and you've done so quite successfully, and not just for vibes. So tell us about the Art of Superwoman. What is it? And I think you've already touched on what it stands for.
Yeah.
Because your value, your core ethos is centered around women. Yeah,
it's centered around women and anything affecting women in terms of parenting, careers, wellness, finances, which we call womanomics, lifestyle, that's our passion at Art of Superwoman. That's where it stems from. And the heart of it is women are so multifaceted. We're so multi-layered.
100%.
To only think of us as parents and to only think of us as
wives,
as wives is really just limiting our ability to grow and become. And Art of Superwoman is really that. It's just encompassing all of that and giving us tools to be able to, do life.
Absolutely. We're doing life according to the Art of Superwoman. Olwethu Leshabane, Olwethu Lesh, starting a day on 959, as are you, and we thank you for that. 10 minutes after 7, we're starting our day on 959 with Olwethu Leshabane, Olwethu Lesh. So, Loetz, you are surrounded by 4 men in your home.
I am.
What are the pros of that and what are the cons? I mean, we're talking about your 3 sons here as well as your husband.
Yes.
Pros and cons of a testosterone-infested house.
Well, I get a lot of love. I get a lot of love.
Protection.
I am the center of attention in my home.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
The cons, I don't know if there are any cons, hey? They eat a lot.
Forever up.
They eat a lot. They have their own, like my boys have their own, wing in the house. So they do their thing and their toilet seats can stay up if they want them to be up. But yeah, I mean, I guess I still have to pick up underwear.
I guess. Let's talk about Juno Digital, the go-to portal for moms. Is that your platform as well?
Yes. So on Art of Superwoman, we have a sub-portal called Juno, Digital Doula, which is, I am a doula as well. So I did do my doula program, etc. And so I created this portal to have everything to do with motherhood. The first 3 years of a child's life, from literally preconception, conception, right through until a child turns 2, is what we cater for on Juno Digital Doula portal. So go on there. You look at mental health tools, resources. If you're looking for a gynae, midwife, doula, we help you on that portal.
That is so cool. Yeah. That is absolutely so cool. So that's Juno Digital. This is on the Art of Superwoman.
It's on the Art of Superwoman.
.com. So it's 22 after 7 and you're listening to 959 Breakfast, Kai 959 on the street, on the air. Still starting her day on 959 is Olwethu Leshabane. We're live on her Instagram as well. So if you're seated and, it's safe for you to be on a live right now, do join us on her Instagram live. That is at Olwethu Lesh. Olwethu Lesh. Yes, Olwethu Lesh. So I saw you hanging with the Queen of Radio, Angela Yee, from The Breakfast Club.
I did.
Hey, how was that? It was
amazing. She's super cool. She's so chilled. She's so relatable. So it was amazing.
You were in New York for Advertising Week?
Yes, I was.
What role were you playing there?
Well, I was there for part of a delegation from Africa for Advertising Week. So Advertising Week is coming to South Africa.
Beautiful.
To Johannesburg next year, February. So we were launching that, and we were also just literally, drawing from a well of some of the best advertisers in the world in New York. So everybody's kind of a mecca for advertising, and a mecca for all the different facets of advertising and media and tech. In New York. It was absolutely amazing being there.
So how did you get involved with that? And I'm assuming now that Ad Week is coming to SA next year, you'll be involved as well in that?
Yes, so there's a portion of Ad Week which is very passionate about female and women development, which is The Future is Female. Okay. So I was pulled in and roped in from that perspective, being a leading women's voice, leading female voice from Africa, as well as with a platform such as mine. So we'll be doing a lot of amazing things around Future is Female.
Your other layer is that of being an advocate for early childhood development. We spoke about this earlier on the show, and you work with Smart Start SA, at Smart Start SA on the socials. Is this a passion you developed as a mom, obviously, as you had mentioned earlier, or has it always been in you, this maternal, motherly?
I think so. Guys, I'm a Cancer. Being a Cancer, you're such a mom, I think from a young age. And I've always been a nurturer, very motherly, before I even had my children. But aside from that, when you have children, you don't take it for granted, seeing things like, your children developing and their development milestones. I looked at my communities around me and I saw that there is such a lack for the appreciation of early child development. And something else I also notice is that us as parents, even in the developed spaces that we're in, and when we know better, we also just don't appreciate the play and being able to appreciate our children's developments and their milestones. And then we do this thing where we compare our children to the child next door, or you compare your child and you're chatting and you're talking to your friends, and their children are developing differently to your child. So, I'm an ambassador for Smart Start, which is an early child development advocacy as well as program that goes into nursery schools in underdeveloped communities and also developing communities, and partners with those informal kind of childcare or daycare centers to be able to assist them, to give them the right tools, the right resources, and right education on what they need to be doing with these children. So a lot of moms, so the reason why I'm also passionate about this is a lot of moms still need to work. We still need to be functional even after having these babies.
Much is expected of us.
So much is expected. So we leave them to caregivers, we leave them to childminders. And in communities, there's always that one childminder that accepts all these groups of children in their house but doesn't know what to do with the children. You pay them a nominal fee.
True,
especially, go Soweto or Alex. There's that one childminder in the community. The children get dropped off there in the morning. They get paid maybe, 50 rand, 100 rand a month. They look after children. Moms still need to work. They still need to be part of the economy, and it's extremely important that women and mothers can still participate in the economy. So if these childminders are equipped with the right tools to be able to also develop these children, ensure that the nutrition is right, ensure that they're meeting the milestones that they need to be in whilst mom is participating economically, I think that's just that's what we need.
Yeah, spot on, 100%.
Speaking of moms participating economically, you've got a series, She's Driven, where you talk to phenomenal women, and I've noticed it's online. Is there more money for creating content online? Because that could easily be a TV show, or do you have plans of taking it to mainstream media?
I don't know if there is a platform that wants to take it onto mainstream media. I think I function within my purpose. My sole purpose is really to put out the work, to put out the resources. Wherever that's, whatever comes from that would then be a plus, right? And yes, there is money in being able to put stuff onto digital platforms and creating your own digital platform. There is money there. But I function from a place of being able to give women resources, being able to give the information, and where else that goes, I'm always just like, I'll take that too.
There's so many podcasts out there. How do you make it profitable? How do you go about, seeing profits from that line of work? Because, there's many out there, and a lot of people are struggling with making it profitable.
I think it's also, I've partnered with Isuzu, for example, with She's Driven. So they came and I'd taken a risk. I'd created a product called The Sit Down. And I did this straight from my own pocket, and I said I want to give women resources. They liked a particular aspect of it, which is the career aspect of the sit down. And they said, please can you create something for us? And we then creatively developed She's Driven, which is powered then by Isuzu.
It's driven, so, I get it. Yeah.
So, you would love that, Sol. So we created that, and what we did was, we're trying to reposition the idea of what the modern day woman is, breaking the glass ceilings, breaking through in their careers, and humanizing these women that are doing phenomenal things, across the board in different careers. And I think there's no better way to do it than with a car partner that is such a traditional brand 100%, as well.
100%. What is the big idea and what's the big plan for the Art of Superwoman? What is your growth plan for it?
Global. We're going global.
Yeah.
We've already started and going global on taking our content global and also getting more women globally to participate in our content and create content alongside us. And it's a media platform more than it is just a platform. And the idea is to really grow the media portion of this platform into a global powerhouse.
And where can people catch it? It's also artofwoman.com, right?
Artofsuperwoman.com.
Yes.
And we're on all social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're all there.
beautiful. Her name is Olwethu Leshabane. Her Instagram handle is at Olwethu Lesh. You can also find out more about this world of content that she has created. artofsuperwoman.com. It is 29 after 7 and she has started her day on 959 Breakfast. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mrs. Leshabane.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
most
Thank
welcome.
you.